Up with KREM begins now.
7:30 now on our Wednesday morning. This week, the Spokane City Council passed a small tax increase. This morning, how much the affordable housing tax will cost you.
Well, many people like to gift new furry friends, but shelters discourage surprising your loved ones with a big responsibility. This morning, Spokanimal joins us to talk about the best way to give the gift of a pet this year.
And the United States women's national soccer team is celebrating a small victory this morning, but the fight is still on for equal pay.
And if you take a look outside and you see clear skies, your temps are going to be up near 40 today. If you see fog, it's the low 30s. I'll explain why.
Oh, here we go. We are a little more than 3 weeks away from Christmas, and I am just so pumped. When we want to see your lights, we want to see your decorations. Check out this one. This is from Andy and Meadow White in Post Falls. Gorgeous shot there.
And this next one is also from Steve Sampson here in Spokane. That's festive.
Yeah.
Well done. Well, hey, if you'd like to share your holiday lights with us, all you have to do is get the KREM 2 app, click on the Near Me feature, upload your photo, and you might see it here on Up with KREM.
I just added an inflatable beagle outside of my house. So
because you have a beagle, little Baxter, so he has his own Christmas decoration.
I know, I had to buy it. I saw it. It said inflatable Christmas beagle. And so I have that. I have some penguins outside, a Christmas tree outside, and way too many lights. I don't want to see my electric bill this month.
I was going to say, you are Mr. Christmas, so I expect nothing less than that.
Yeah, I love it. It's my favorite. All right, we do want to get a check of the forecast now with Jeremy Legoo. Happy Wednesday, Jeremy.
Happy Wednesday, Tim. We both figured it out. It's Wednesday. There we go. Early on this morning, some areas are waking up to a little freezing fog, others not so much. And what you're waking up to really is going to play a role in what you see later on this afternoon. Airway Heights, where visibility is down to about 1/4 of a mile, your temperatures are going to trend a bit cooler than where they will be in Spokane, where our visibility is much better and we have some breaks in those clouds overhead. Temperatures this morning, though, cold no matter where you are. We are in the 20s across a good chunk of the region. Bundle up, put on the layers, because later on today we're looking at some warmer temps. That's thanks to clear skies. Our ridge of high pressure holds on, and there's not much to show you here. What you do need to know as we scoot through the day is that you are going to see a little bit of sunshine later on. And temperatures, I guess, are just non-existent as we scoot through the day. Here's what I'm thinking happens. We go from the mid and low 20s up to the 30s, and we'll climb into the upper 30s in town. You're over at the airport where the official measurement is taken. You're topping out in the mid 30s later on today. Tim?
All right, Jeremy, thanks so much. Time for 3 things. Top coronavirus headlines this morning. The State Department of Health says more than 50% of Washington's COVID deaths are linked to long-term care facilities. They only contribute to 6% of the state's overall cases right now. Health officials say more than 9,600 cases and 1,420 deaths are associated to these facilities as of November 23rd. Nearly 15% of people who contracted the virus in a long-term care facility died. Number 2, Okanagan County Public Health says 12 deaths are now connected to a long-term care facility. North Valley Extended Care in Tonasket managed to go the whole pandemic without any COVID-19 cases tied to the nursing home. But that all changed a little more than 2 weeks ago when North Valley identified a positive case during surveillance testing.
This has just been really devastating, obviously very hard on the care team and all the families.
32 residents tested positive. Number 3, in Benton County, the first child died from COVID-19. She was between the ages of 10 and 19. The Benton Franklin Health District says the girl had multiple underlying health issues. This is the 3rd death in this age group in Washington state. As of right now, 199 people have died from coronavirus in Benton and Franklin counties.
Well, tomorrow you can join KREM 2 for Christmas at the Mac. It's a new twist on a holiday tradition. It's a drive-by cookie and book event at the historic Campbell House. Now, it's free. You just swing by, you can check out the lights on the home and then pick up your goodies. It runs tomorrow from 4 to 6 p.m. And if you'd like more information on that, you can text MAC to 509-448-2000.
All right, at 7:35 now, let's talk about what's trending. A partial victory for the U.S. women's national team in their long-running lawsuit against U.S. Soccer. They settled the part of the suit tied to unequal working conditions with the men's team. Both teams will now get the same size support staff, equal travel and venue support, and equal hotel accommodations. But the equal pay part of the lawsuit is still in litigation. U.S. Soccer President Cindy Parlow-Cone said in a statement, "We now intend to file our appeal to the court's decision, which does not account for the central fact in this case that women players have been paid at lesser rates than men who do the same job." Even so, Cone said Tuesday's agreement is good news for everyone. She says U.S. Soccer is committed to, as ever, to achieve equal pay.
All right, now I have done some research since we last talked. A lot of research, because I don't understand anything about this. And I totally understand that now they have equal everything else. That's wonderful. Perfect. But now, like, different payers are paid different amounts depending on how good they are in both men's and women's. And I'm even more confused than where I started. That's all I got to know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, and I don't think this is the end of this court case. We're certainly going to hear more about it as they fight tooth and nail to get paid equally as the men's team. Of course, we know they bring home more championships for the U.S., so why not?
Absolutely. Well deserved, that's for sure. All right, at 7:36 now, let's take a listen to this.
How much does that just make you want to snuggle up with your pet this morning? All right, some families may be considering giving pets as presents this holiday season, but experts say many will end up abandoned or right back in shelters. Dory Peck from Spokane will be joining us here in a few minutes, and we'll tell you healthy ways to bring home a new four-legged family member.